we're back. We're back. We are back. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you guys for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. It is Fresh Start Monday. Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like and what's cracking like and what is cracking like?
Motivation.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a very great start. Hey, I'm feeling good, feeling great. It's hot out here in LA, yo. It's only for this week, only for today. It's hit up in the 90s, which is rare around this year.
Finally.
Yeah, but
I don't like when LA is cold. I don't
yeah,
like when LA
yeah.
is cold.
Usually it gets hot around in the summertime, but it's one where we hit the 90s. But other than that, we feeling good over here. So let's go, let's get it.
And not only that, but over here down here in Miami, it's spring break, so you got a lot of new tourists coming in. But the funny thing is, a lot of them, Jordan and Hakeem, they're not going to the beach. It's too expensive.
But let's talk about the elephant in the room with the tactics that the city of Miami Beach is doing to keep people away from the beach. Miami Beach is a ghost town. It is a shell of what it used to be.
It is. It's crazy. $100 parking? Who won't pay $100 parking to go park at Miami Beach, man? Come on now.
Hey, I have to say, Miami Beach hasn't been Miami Beach since. It's been a long time.
Since the 2000s.
Yeah, since the 2000s. Since our ride.
Early 2000s. Yeah, it hasn't been the same. But nobody going to. Right now, everybody's going to Wynwood or they're going to Broward, man. But now, but
for a lot of their beach.
Yeah, for a lot of their beach. So they're making all the money. But shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble. And also, thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Fresh Start Monday. That being said, Jordan, sports. What's going on in the sports world, big dog?
Let's get into it. Let's talk about some NCAA. So the tournament started this weekend. I see your bracket, put up the bracket. So, the tournament started this weekend, and man, oh man, if you have done your bracket, they said right now there's only one bracket is all the millions of brackets has been filled. Only one bracket is kind of makes the mark, has all right, and get the chance to have a perfect bracket. But if you look at some of these games, like for instance, like the one of the big upsets was the St. John's and the Arkansas game. A lot of people had St. John's going, but Arkansas upset them. Also, Michigan, they're doing a good job. They're really coasting on. People thought he was going to get out the first and second round, but they're going to the Sweet 16. And also, Duke looks really, really good. And also, Kentucky is looking really, really good. So right now, you have the teams on the Sweet 16s are Duke, Arizona, BYU, Alabama. And you got Houston, Purdue, Kentucky, Tennessee. And then you have Florida, Maryland, Texas Tech, Arkansas, Michigan, Michigan State, Auburn, Ole Miss. Yeah, and those are the teams. So so going through the weekend, I'm starting with you, Ronnie. What's your take about, the first and second round of the NCAA bracket, and now going to next 16?
I love it, and I was saying that I favor Duke to win it all, but I love how things are going right now for the NCAA. I told people Duke is keep your eye on Duke. Duke is like on a mission. I don't know, ever since they made head coach retire, their whole team format just completely changed. But I like the team they have thus far, and I see it being a very, very competitive college basketball final. It's going to be crazy. So everybody that predicted a certain team to go to the next round didn't. It was a lot of upset, but I'm just surprised at how things is going. I'm loving it. Go ahead, Hakeem, your commentary.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that too. I think these teams are playing aggressively. This is the new this is the new NBA. College is way more better to view than anything, and I just can't wait to see a lot of these young players go out there and crush it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like to say, you guys, I'll show you my bracket. I did my bracket. So on the south side, I got the south side correct, which is I'm surprised. On the east side, I only got the first three correct. But I had Wisconsin going, but they got fell out. And then on the Midwest, I had I had two is going, but UCLA they lost, and then on the West only got the couple of those. So right now on the South side it's looking good. I want to see Michigan versus Michigan State. If they go to Elite Eight, that's what I want to see.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
That's gonna be a
That will be
good
a
one.
good one. That will be a good one.
And and that's what I got set up my bracket. That's what I want to see. If that comes in, boy, I'm gonna get some barbecue because they play on that Sunday. If they go to Elite Eight, I'm getting some barbecue, and I'm gonna be enjoying my that game. I'm waiting.
That's right. That's right.
NCAA baby, like I said, we got some more games. So right now it's exciting. I can't wait for the next week coming up for the Sweet 16 and Elite Eight as well.
Yep. So you see a lot of people in the audience agreeing. Shout out to the lovely Mimi, first one in the building. The co-host of the Shay Shay Avengers in the building. Remember, guys, don't go anywhere because right after us, they will be going live and doing how they normally do their thing over there on Ashton Williams Shay Shay Avengers channel. Now, shout out to Joshua, who's also in the building, and also shout out to this new Twitch subscriber, Luke. Shout out to you, Luke, for being here. We really do greatly appreciate it. Also, White High, who's also in the building. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Not only that, but also shout out to Mickey Mouse right now watching us right now on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate that. So that being said, it's Fresh Start Monday. It's time to make some money. So Jordan, what's going on with the money, big dog?
Let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about going to in the job area. So they say almost half of all Americans feels like they're stuck in their current jobs. It could likely be, it pays well, or maybe they don't want to move up, or some type of security. If the job is kind of feel like they suck, maybe because the security is doing good, which means benefits. So let's get deep into that. So go ahead, Hakeem, go play the clip, and then we'll chop it up after that.
Supposed to be the year the white-collar job market got hot again. Instead, job seekers are coming up empty-handed, with almost half of Americans feeling stuck in their current jobs and staring at salary deflation if they consider making a move. Those lucky enough to have stable employment are holding on tight. Well, joining us now is Elise Gould, Economic Policy Institute senior economist. Elise, it is good to see you. So there was this interesting recent story, Elise, in the Journal, and it was kind of talking about how it used to pay to switch jobs. And now, according to the Journal, at least not so much. The Journal notes the salary difference between those who stay in their roles and those who change jobs has collapsed to its lowest level in 10 years. What is going on there, Elise? What explains that dynamic?
Well, you're absolutely right. Then when we think about how to bid up your wages, how to get some leverage with your current employer, the best way to do that is to look for another job and either take that job and get a better offer, or come back to your boss and say, hey, I'm going to leave if I don't get this kind of matching offer from you. And what we're seeing is that people are staying put more. So they're not looking for those other offers. They're not quitting. And that lower hires rate also means that that lower quits rate also means that the hires rate is lower. So there's just less churn in the labor market. There's less people looking. They're not feeling very optimistic about being able to find a better job for themselves. And I think there's a number of reasons that might be happening. One is the economic uncertainty right now. Absolutely. There's uncertainty. People just want to sit tight. We also saw that there was a lot more job switching in the immediate aftermath of the pandemic. So in 2021 and 2022, there were many people that were doing this job switching, and maybe they found a better match, and maybe there isn't that better match out there right now for them.
And at least, when we talk about this kind of, less optimism, less churn, do we know, at least, do we have line of sight? Is that fairly broad based, or are there kind of meaningful differences we can see between demographics, between different industries and verticals?
Yeah, a lot of the data doesn't offer that kind of demographic cut. I would love to see that. Right now, the data that so many of us are paying attention to is what's happening with the layoffs. So with hires and quits a little bit softer than it has been, that hasn't been a problem because layoffs have also been historically low. And now there's been this uptick in layoffs, not just among federal workers, but also contractors, and now announced layoffs very, more broadly in the private sector. So that hasn't played out in the data yet, but it's certainly something that we want to be looking at to see where, who is maybe nobody is safe. I don't know yet what that's going to look like.
And at least, Elon Musk and those Doge boys, they appear pretty serious about cutting. what is going to happen and what does it look like if and when we really do see meaningful layoffs start to happen here in the public sector?
Well, it's going to be huge. That has huge ramifications, not only for those workers, for the services that they provide, and for, what that means for all the private sector jobs that lead into those public sector, that feed the public sector employment. And so what we've already seen, I think the leading edge of where we're going to see those cuts is in unemployment insurance claims. We saw that jump up in the last couple of weeks, about 300% over the same weeks last year. We already saw that in the federal employment data. There's been a drop there already. I think in coming weeks and in the next couple of months, we're going to see bigger effects of those layoffs, not only in the federal sector, but in the broader economy as well.
So bottom line, Elise, and I know, listen, there's a lot of moving pieces and variables, but as an economist, as you think out here, you see the labor market evolving how over 2025?
I'm not optimistic, unfortunately, given there's policy uncertainty, so we don't really know how that's going to play out. But certainly what we're seeing on the horizon is that this is just the tip of the iceberg and there is more trouble brewing. Absolutely. I'm sort of disappointed to report that I think that there will be some kind of recession on the horizon, maybe not in 2025, but unless there's big change in the policy direction that this country is heading, unfortunately, I think there's going to be trouble.
Elise, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining the show today. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so there you have it. So, when it comes to this economy and everything, people are not worried about, how their jobs, might get let go, as we, we seen this year. And also, people, can feel like, they can't go anywhere because their career, it's not there like it used to be, like tech jobs and everything. So, let's chop it up. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take?
Yeah, the thing is why a lot of people are frozen at the job is because the simple fact is a lot of people are uncertain how the job market is going to be in the next several months. So that's the reason why a lot of people are frozen. Now, the best way a lot of people are doing right now, a lot of people are going online, going to jobs.com, looking up to other jobs websites to see what is actually available. But a lot of people are just worried because she also mentioned it too because of massive layoff they're doing right now in government jobs like the IRS, Department of Education, and other things. A lot of people are saying, okay, I'm gonna just stay where I'm at because I don't know if I leave my job that I'm currently in, try to look for another one, I might not get that job or that job might no longer exist. So the job market right now is shaking up, is wavering. So you as American people who is trying to look for another employer to make sure that you stay where you at, be smart, and utilize wherever you at currently to see okay that next job can actually benefit you in the long term. Go ahead, Akeem.
So I want to preface this and say this: what you're seeing now was going on from the 80s, from the 90s to the early 2000s to the 2008. So when they say there's a recession, we've always been on the brink of recession. The job market numbers have never been good. And the way you can tell is just anecdotally, just look around. Look at who haven't gotten a job. So when I see this, I say this, hey, what are they talking about? Last year, the numbers were inflated and miscued for Biden. But the thing I want to express is this. People now have to get creative. We're in the age of two jobs, one job, maybe working gig economy. One job, you're going back to school. One job, you have a side hustle, a side business, or you got to obtain a skill, or you're online trying to learn coding, data analyst, project management. This is where we're at right now. Don't be scared of when they say the job market, we're in a recession. We just got to get creative on getting money.
Absolutely, I can, and I agree with that. Because like you say, you had a point. It's like every 5 to 10 years, there's always a shift on how the job market is, and also how economy is. And right now, we're in the smack that middle of, I would say, both of it and everything. So I would just say, people that do have jobs, glad that you have a job right now because there's a lot of areas like tech and also there's stores that's closed like Macy's, Big Lots. People are kind of losing their jobs because a lot of businesses and companies are closing down and everything. So I'll just say this, just be patient and also be aware and also look, go on Google and see what's the top jobs that are rising. If you need a degree or certificate, or whatever, you jump on that as well. So it just be important to just be still, be calm, because you don't want to do anything erratic, just you say, hey, forget it, I'm gonna quit my job and then I'm gonna, move back home, or just do something that's erratic and everything. So, but other than that, like I said, we'll definitely know, how the economy is coming the next few months, but especially during the summertime, and also, what jobs are likely we'll see more in the future that we'll see in the next 2 to 3 years as well.
And now that, but shout out to a new YouTube subscriber, Red Rick. Thank you so much for being here, big dog. We never, we always get shout out to all the new subscribers that come through. We really do greatly appreciate your subscribership to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy the show on this Freestyle Monday. Yeah, so guys, if you're looking for a job, then make sure you do your due diligence. See what's best fits for you and your family. That being said, hip hop. Yes, I love the hip hop segment. Jordan, what's going on in the hip hop world?
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go over the weekend. So, Sauce Walker was shot in Memphis over the weekend on Saturday afternoon. He is alive and he's recovering. So, it says that 2 men were shooting outside a hotel near the FedEx Stadium, and shot. And Sauce was shot in his leg, and he's currently recovering as we speak right now. So go ahead, Hakeem. I seen 2 clips. The one about the shooting, and then the one about Sauce Walker said, "Hey, I'm good. I'm in a good recovery." Hakeem, you there? You froze?
I think he froze.
I think he froze. Yeah.
I thought I froze, but I think
I'm
he
looking
froze.
at him like, wait a minute, he must be
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. He froze. He froze. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. We having technical difficulty right now. Hakeem froze.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we'll wait till Hakeem comes back. When Hakeem comes back, we'll play the video. So yeah, Sauce Walker did get shot over the weekend. However, it was funny. He did get shot over the weekend, Jordan, but then he still went on his live stream and tell everybody he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came from. He probably. We just gotta wait until he comes back.
Yeah,
So
he'll be back shortly.
there you go. Yeah, Hakeem, we can see you.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, 1 second. Just 1 second, folks.
Yeah. He probably froze again.
Yeah, probably his you know how the computer be updating while you on the live stream. That's one thing I be hating.
Yeah, me too. On my iPad, it do the same thing sometimes, and it kind of pops me out and back with the Wi-Fi and everything.
We know it all the time. Sometimes you like pause and then you come back and then you pause again. So there you go right there. Yeah, you good.
We hear
you good,
I
Hakeem.
hear you. He back, y'all. He back.
Yeah, he's back. Go ahead, Hakeem. Play the video.
That was a freak accident.
No, it was funny because we were like, what? I thought I froze.
Right. It's like you froze on the computer, like you doing something.
But it was a nice picture. I promise you can cut that out.
I'm like, God damn.
I think Hakeem froze because his facial expression is not moving.
But I think it was hilarious. There you go.
So developing this morning, Houston-born rapper Sauce Walker was one of 2 men shot outside of a Memphis hotel this weekend. KHOU 11 spoke to his father on the phone last night. He shared this photo and says that the rapper, well, we'll bring up the photo. That's the photo there for you. The rapper, whose real name is Albert Mundane, was hit in the thigh. His dad told us that he's expected to be okay. Police say a suspect got out of a car and fired several shots at both men just before 3 yesterday afternoon. The other man, Mundane's friend, sadly died at the scene. Right now, his name is not being released. This morning, police say they have identified the suspect's vehicle and are working to make an arrest.
Hey man, it's the kids did. You know what I'm talking about, man? I'm not here in Memphis, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the only way is my nigga PK. You know what I'm talking about? This shit don't stop. You gotta keep dripping sauce and peas, my brother. Say so, P, man. Splash that mafia, RP, my brother. You know what I'm saying? My nigga wanted me to make sure I get some food for PK before I leave. You know what I'm talking about? Exquisite taste, Midtown and downtown is where it's going down. But come to Midtown so we can put you with the drip around. We talking about shrimp, lobster, pasta, lamb, and anything that goes ham. We talking about egg rolls that's gonna save your soul. You know what I'm talking about? Sauce and peas, my brother. Say so, P, bitch. I got you, bro. You told me to come. Everywhere you told me to go, I gotta go there. And I love you, nigga.
We gonna make sure we keep your motherfucking name alive, man.
Shit, so, man.
No man say so to P, man.
No man say so to
Hey, and you told me, man, you was gonna bring my boy to see me. And get what? He made it happen, man. You heard me.
He said that.
I appreciate that.
He been talking to me for months and put me on FaceTime with you, brother. So I had to do that. Name my brother.
Man. I love y'all, man.
Please,
keep y'all
exquisite taste.
man. Long
Exquisite
say so to
taste.
P. We'll keep your motherfucking name alive. Nigga, I stamped it.
Exquisite taste, nigga.
For sure.
Foul in your face.
Boy, man, it won't stop, man. It will not stop in the violence in the hip hop community. So go ahead, Roddy. What's your take on this?
Yeah, and one of the friends he did die. Was his homeboy while he was sitting in the vehicle. That's highly mistaken. But the thing, it seemed like a lot of these rappers are continuing to promote like gun violence. I don't understand why they're promoting that. To me, it's not a good thing to be shot in the leg. You know, your life could have been ended. Look, your homeboy life was ended, but your life could have been ended as well. These street gang thugging out and say, okay, I got street cred now because I've been shot. To me, it's stupid and it's childish. One of these days, these rappers gonna wake up one of these days and realize that promoting that type of violence is not gonna end well for nobody on both parties. Rappers are getting shot, Hakeem and Jordan, on a daily basis. The numbers are going up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
You're 100% right. So I got a little more context about this situation, and the guy Say So P. He doesn't live in Memphis, but he has beef in Memphis. Hear me out, because I've been watching a bunch of videos. He ran off with $200,000 allegedly, and he was popping ish on music videos saying, "Who say I can't come back to the city?" This is what I'm watching: different videos, different scenarios. He comes back to the city with Sauce Walker. The guy jumps out. Dum, 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 dum. Then goes to shoot and goes to hit Sauce Walker. He looks, oh, that's you, Sauce? My bad, dog, and leaves. So they really wasn't trying to hit Sauce Walker. They wanted to get Say So P.
Okay. Thank you for the clear up on that, Hakeem. So it just tells me they wanted the other guy. They did not want Sauce Walker. So luckily, you know, the guy that he didn't care, he could have took Sauce Walker out too. But yeah, man, it just showed, like, you know, and the thing is, like, he ain't wearing no hoodie or nothing, right?
No, the guy was barefaced.
Oh,
they
Lord.
say they know who did it. Nobody's not going to talk. For a lot of people who's not from Memphis, I've been to Memphis many times. I almost got robbed at the gas station.
Yeah, he froze again, people.
Gangster
there you go.
city.
All right, there you go. You know,
it is a gangster city. And the thing about it is, one thing I wanted to point, and I'm done with this. I want you to say that you are right. We are promoting gun violence, but Sauce Walker, even though this wasn't for him, this is the 5th shooting he has been involved in. So it's the company you keep.
Yeah, I can probably turn your camera off. That's probably
yeah,
what's.
I'll just go say how I came.
Just leave your camera off.
you're gonna need some people that you hang around with, because it seems like the people that you hang around with ain't good for you. Oh, it puts you in some serious trouble and everything. And you lucky that you didn't get your life taken out, man. So
Yeah.
and look, hopefully for Sauce Walker, I don't know when he gonna learn, because what Hakeem said, it's like the 5th time. I don't think he gonna learn. So
No.
so hey, prayers out to you, Walker. I'm sure you got a lot, but man, watch yourself, watch your soul. Keep out of these streets, yo, because you keep hanging around with the wrong people, your dad not be lucky next time. But prayers that he's in a healing and safe recovery and all that type of things.
Like why I say hood babies love bullet wounds, which is to me is crazy. But that's what they love. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for being here on this Fresh Start Monday. We have a lot of different variety of topics we're about to dive into because a lot of stuff went crazy over the weekend. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, let's talk about the title of the headline right now. Let's talk about Lizzo getting in that Young Miami. So if you guys don't know, Young Miami, she was on the podcast with Club Shay Shay, and there was the discussion about BBLs and how society said, hey, if you need a BBL, okay, cool, they like you and hate you, and if you get a BBL, they like you and hate you. So Young Miami went to talked about Lizzo, like how she's body positivity, all the type of thing. When she was big, now that she's getting small, some people's like, no, you don't like no more. You're not represented by body positivity and everything. So Lizzo saw that and she felt some type of way, and she talked to Young Miami on the weekend just to clarify what she was trying to say at Club Shay Shay. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the play the last slide first of what Young Miami was talking about, and then go to the first couple slides when Lizzo was getting that Young Miami.
Feel like society push women to get cosmetic surgery, be it BBL, fillers, things of that nature. Why you feel that?
Because it's just like, when you got a natural body, you look like a little boy. You don't got no sex appeal. You this and you that. When you do get the BBL, it's like, oh my God, your body fake. It's like, if you natural, they hate you. If you got a BBL, they hate you. What do you want? Like, people, I'm gonna just use this, like Lizzo, for example.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh my God, she's so fat. She looks so good now.
Right.
Now it's like, oh my God, ew.
She done had surgery. She done got life.
Yeah, like, oh my God, she need to stop. Like, what? Like, pick a side. What do you want?
You feel like society push women to get cosmetic?
Oh, she's so fat, right? I remember that. But then they were like, ew. What is the ew? I have to know.
Like, like, people, when you before, like, your weight loss, people used to be like, oh my God, she need to lose weight, she too fat, that shit not cute. That's what I was pertaining to, that part. Like, it was like, oh my God, she need to lose weight, that shit not cute. Like, that was the ew that I was pertaining to.
Oh, got you. Because you were like, and then she looks so good, and people are like, ew, because Shay Shay was like, oh, because what, she did surgery, or she did, you know what I mean? She's on Ozempic or whatever. Was that, I thought that you were kind of referring to, actually, I thought you were saying I got too little.
No. So what I'm saying now is, like, people always have something to say. You know, like, women is like, you need to lose weight. Then you lose weight, and it's like, oh my God, that don't look good on her. She, like, you just can never be,
right.
People can never be.
Oh, she's so fat, right?
It's them if you do, them if you don't. It's kind of like what I was trying to say. Because it's like, for instance, sometimes I see some people saying, like, everybody say you look good, but then you have the little 5% that's just like, she looked better when she was fat.
Wow.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just them if you do, them if you don't. But you're doing it for yourself, not these people. But I just was referencing to, like, you can't make nobody happy, and they always got something to say when it comes to a woman's body. Why? I don't know. Like, why y'all always picking on women's body? It's like, you don't get surgery, and it's like, you got a little boy body. Oh my God, she need to gain weight. She too skinny. Or you like a little boy. Then you do get a BBL. We don't like BBLs. We like natural bodies. So why would you get surgery? Like,
yep. It's never enough.
Especially when it comes to women's body, I don't understand what be the big issue anyway. It's them if you do, them if you don't. It's kind of like what I was trying to say. Because it's like, for instance.
Yeah, so a lot of people look at the comments, that, when it comes to clarification, they think Lizzo, kind of went too far of her going on live and talk about Young Miami. But as we saw the interview, she just used that example. People don't think like she went to a certain step to get that Lizzo. She was just Lizzo as an example, and some people was like, Lizzo, she went too far. Try to call Miami, try to explain herself a little bit more. But let's talk about it. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take?
Now, here's the thing with Lizzo. People fail to realize Lizzo has been doing a tremendous job on her body weight. She dropped the body down because a lot of people criticize her. Remember, a lot of people criticize her. Lizzo's too overweight. She's promoting the big girl's image is very unhealthy. Now she did the popular cause, not for the people, but she did it for herself and want to live a better lifestyle and want to be presentable for herself. People are still criticizing her about that now. Now, I think she knew Young Miami didn't really mean it by any means. I think she misunderstood, and I think that's what the best way of if you misunderstand something, give the person a phone call and let's talk about it. And that's what she did, and she did it at a great time too because she did it not on Club Shay Shay, but she did it in her own podcast, which is also a leverage move. So now people gonna tune in and watch. Okay, her and Young Miami is having a conversation about her weight. So Young Miami didn't mean nothing harsh about it. She was just pretty much relaying what the comments are saying about Lizzo and her weight loss. Because a lot of people do believe Lizzo did pretty much did a BBL and not that, but also did liposuction because they were like, how did she get the weight off that fast so drastically? But people fail to realize she just put in the work. Go ahead, I came your commentary.
I understand what Young Miami was saying. Young Miami was on that side from the whole get-go. And I think that things are taken out of context. I think due to the way Young Miami talk, Lizzo is not ghetto and I wouldn't tell you the way Young Miami talk, but we from Miami, so we kind of understand the lingo, what she meant. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. But here's the thing, though, that I think there's a missing part in that. They need to be very specific and say it's a scrawl. Reason why a lot of you girls get BBLs is for a small group of men. It's not everybody. You know what I mean? And reason why men want you to lose weight is for a small group of men, not everybody. We're all are not monolith.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you see like a lot of celebrities now, they going to these podcasts and streaming now. And I think once we've seen that a little bit more, I think it's more easier to react to, somebody talk about them. And then, if they're on stream, either they can call somebody or maybe do a video chat and they can clarify things a little bit more and really get that access of, would it be on their streams, they could talk to one another about a certain situation. Now with the Lizzo situation, and also the Young Miami, like I said, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't think it was a big deal, but it was a big deal for Lizzo, which I don't know why of her being more clarified and everything. So, but I just see it a different way. I just feel like that she didn't have to do it on stream. I think she could have did that back on closed doors and everything. Yeah. Maybe text or something. That's just me. To me, if you putting it on live and then calling Young Miami about the situation and everything, to me it's a little bit too much for my hand, especially as a celebrity. That's just me. But I mean, maybe I'm just thinking, maybe Young Miami felt some type of way because we don't know if Young Miami wanted to be on live while she was on streaming and everything. We don't know about that part and everything. So I thought it was a little bit too much, but it was like I said, she was just using her as an example, which everybody get and everything. But I think Lizzo just went a little bit more, which she didn't have to do because I think she could have took it, talked about it not off cameras and addressed it like that.
No, but I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Young Miami is the one that called her on the live, and she picked up. So that's why Young Miami called her. So cause when she saw, I think Young Miami wanted to address that. So that's what happened. So and now that, keeping in mind, she went on Club Shay Shay, which was also live too as well. So why not address it on live? You talked about me on live. So good content strategy. That's all it is. And then people did go and subscribe to Lizzo channel. So she doing her thing. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Fresh Start Monday. Moving along, Jordan.
All right, we got some sad news over the weekend. So George Foreman, one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time, has passed away at 76, which is a shocker. Um, um, George Foreman, he definitely was a godly man. Like I said, one of the best heavyweights of all time. 76 wins and 5 losses. At the time, he retired for a span of 8 to 10 years. He came back in the 80s and then won a championship belt while he was in the 40s and everything. But man, it's very, very sad news, of George Foreman passing at 76. Go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take on George Foreman? What's how you can talk about his passing or his career, wherever you want to talk about.
Oh, no, but another legend gone. He lived his life. He lived a tremendous life. A very passionate, motivating guy. And I never knew he was a preacher. I just found that out today that he was a preacher. I didn't never knew he was a preacher. He was always known for his George Foreman grill, which sold millions across the world. People loved it. Especially I used to love it when the aspect of the commercial too as well. George Foreman was that guy. He would go any places. He was very bubbly, very, very charismatic. People loved him, and that's why people call him one of the world's greatest, because he was the type that he goes in the room, he's just brighten up people's day. Him and I'll call the great Muhammad Ali. Those guys, they was just one of the unique guys that came into this earth, and now they're gone and transitioned over to their next life. Shout out to him. He did amazing work, and he also did God's work as well, man. Really great guy. Go right ahead, Akeem.
We also going to put respect in his name. He is the richest boxer to die. His net worth when he died was $300 million.
That is correct. That's a fact.
Rice.
Because of the George Foreman grill.
The George Foreman, he's always been a savant, a savvy businessman, learning the teachings from the Bible. He's always been a family man. He's always preserved his name, his right, and he was a phenomenal boxer with a right punch and a hit that would knock people out. He was known for one-hitter quitters. God bless this man. God bless him. He's already set up generational wealth for all the Georges. Literally. Most of his kids are named Georges. So God bless you, brother. Rest easy.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man. I'm gonna go by his boxing career. He had a fabulous boxing career. A lot of people don't know. Before there was Mike Tyson, it was George Foreman. At the time he went 40-0 and started his boxing career, and then after the 40-0, the one of the best fights ever, the Rumble in the Jungle against Muhammad Ali, which he has lost with the rope-a-dope against Muhammad Ali. But other than that, man, he was one of the greatest heavyweight boxers we ever seen. And, always had a smile on his face, like I said, godly man. And this is kind of very sad in the boxing world that he passed, in an early age at 76. So, condolences go out to the family and friends, and, rest in power to George Foreman, one of the greatest who ever did it.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this fresh start Monday. Incredible. Rest easy, George Foreman. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, let's get to the next topic. Let's talk about the great Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie Irving, he's not playing, because he suffered an injury, but he went off. He was on his stream and really, breaking down on racism. How he's saying, racism is the dumbest thing ever. So let's get into it. Go ahead, Akeem, play the clip of Kyrie Irving, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Up in this society, and just because you have this skin tone, you have different rules that you got to abide by, or you can't be proud of your history because you're this skin tone. Like, people really got killed because they were a different skin tone, bro. You know how stupid that is? You know how ignorant you got to be to put somebody in a tree and hang them because they're black? It's probably the dumbest shit I ever heard, bro, to be honest with you. Like, and I say this from not an ignorant standpoint, by the way, so shout out to the educators. I'm not diminishing what you put out there and what I've learned. I'm saying that it's one of the dumbest things ever. It really is. It really is, bro. You really don't like somebody because they're a different color, they're a different religion, bro. That's the dumbest shit ever for me. I don't get along with people like that, bro. And I don't have time to listen to people like that. Literally, you're trying to downplay the fact of racism and then say pick up your bootstraps and work harder when there's a whole system designed to oppress people that have darker skin tones. So you can judge me when you see me at a basketball court. You can say all these nasty things. People have said nasty things to me before. I've heard people say different things to people before, but you don't even know who I am. Like growing up in this society, and just because you have this skin tone, you have different rules that you gotta abide by, or
Yeah, so that was just a little piece of Kyrie talking about racism, which we all believe kind of agree of, and he just want us to clear it out in the stream. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take? Or Kyrie already was.
People fail to realize because people was going in on him on the comment. People are entitled to their own personal opinion. Doesn't matter if you're a star, a celebrity. Doesn't matter at all. You're still entitled to your own opinion. This is how you feel when it comes to the aspect of racism. Some people may not agree with him. A lot of people may disagree with him, but it's just a man that's trying to do his own personal research for himself and to get the knowledge for himself. Now, him publicly sharing it, that's okay too as well. But a lot of people are misinformed when it comes to the aspect of racism. A lot of people thought, oh, back in the early 1800s, a lot of people got hanged because of their skin color. But then when they really deep down look inside that, really did do their research, that it was a lot of white people also being hanged as well. So that's why you gotta pick and choose your battles, and not only that, but pick and choose the right information that makes sense. But shout out to him. But people were drilling him in the comments, like drilling him. Lucky for him, he don't pay attention to the comments. Go ahead, I King.
I'm just surprised. Did he wake up today?
Yeah, he woke up today.
Did he? He's just not realizing that. But
I think he got to slap himself a couple times. I can just to make sure.
Because I thought we all knew. I thought this was something that just was an open secret. The thing is, Kyrie need to understand, because that video was for white folks. I wanted him to say white folks. White folks. You know what I mean? Be direct. He won't do that because he'll lose money. Now, America's breeded on hate. And we're born from hate. The hate that we give. The hate that we love to live. We all learn to be hatred. I'm just surprised that he's just waking up learning that. I'm just confused. Because he traditionally don't see himself as a black man. He's Indian. He's an American Indian, if I'm being correct. Am I wrong, brothers, or did I miss the middle?
No, he's no, you're right. He's black, and he has Indian in him too. So yeah, you got it right.
I think that boy is a Cherokee. You know me, that man is a Cherokee.
Yeah,
I ain't never heard him call himself a black man. So yeah. I don't know if this is awakening and he said he heard people this, like, you a boy. You need to learn the hate. You need to accept the hate and give the hate back.
Yeah, but you ain't lying, man. But go ahead, join your commentary.
Yeah, I agree with you, Akeem. I don't think. Well, I don't know. Like in his younger days, he ever got out a lot. I know he was born. He was technically born in Australia, but he did, come back to Americans and everything. But I don't think, when it comes to celebrities, they really, they live a different lifestyle and everything. So when it comes to racism and everything, we would have a certain type of money and bracket and everything. You kind of think, I was like, wait a minute, racism still exists and everything. But yeah, racism still does exist, If you go to some of these certain towns, in the United States of America, smaller towns, rural towns, or you go to certain towns at night and they see somebody that's all like the color of our skin, they'll look at you weird and ask you what you're doing here and everything. Racism is still alive and well. It's just it's not in like I said, Kyrie Irving, he lives in like a major cities. Lives in Cleveland, which is a major cities. So he saw some things. And also my thing is, my guys, when he left Boston, played Brooklyn, and we went back to Boston, he got all this type of race. He got all type of names calling him racist, hate, and everything. Austin, that's Brooklyn and everything. So I don't know. I don't see how Kyrie didn't forget that, because I know Boston fans, if they don't like you, especially how he left Boston, of course he was getting some type of racist hate against him, Kyrie Irving. So yeah, man, I just, Kyrie want to go viral and talk about specific things, but come on, Kyrie, we're in America. If you know our history, you read the history. It is what it is. And the thing is, how Kyrie, there's a lot of people that you might not think is racist because they play, they don't show themselves or be under the tone. But there's probably still people that's probably right in the area, Kyrie, that you might not think is racist, or might have a different mindset than you, and you might talk about a racist person in their face, but they just don't show it, don't talk about it.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss when we go live. Shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this fresh start Monday. A lot of people right now heading home. Make sure you heading home from work or going to work. Make sure you're safe out there, guys. Go ahead, Jordan, with the commentary, with the topics, big dog.
All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about Rosie O'Donnell again, because she is back on the viral again. So she went to I think it's a British night show, and she talked about the questioning of Donald Trump's winning. She talked about her move to Ireland, and also talk about how she felt like Kamala Harris that she had a larger crowd, that that there was when it comes to votes and everything, why didn't most of the votes swing states didn't go to Kamala, and all the swing states went to Donald Trump. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
A lot of people did vote for him.
Yes.
Do you accept their right to do that and their opinion of him?
Well, I respect their right to do that. I question why the first time in American history a president has won every swing state and is also best friends, and his largest donor was a man who owns and runs the internet. So I would hope that would be investigated, and that we would see whether or not it was an anomaly or something else that happened on election night in America, when Kamala Harris was filling up stadiums with people who supported her, and Donald Trump was not able to do that. So it's curious to me. And as an American and a believer in democracy, I would hope that we would be able to look at all of the reasons why this happened in our country.
A lot of people did vote for him.
Yes.
Do you accept their right to...
Yeah, so that was a little clip of, Rosie O'Donnell. She is in Ireland, and, she does feel some type of way on Donald Trump, and that's why she moved there. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take of more of the details she talked about during the election of Donald Trump?
See, the same thing happened when it came to the aspect of the pandemic, when that situation with the pandemic, when Donald Trump was facing Joe Biden. And Donald Trump lost, you saw he lost when it came to certain states, because the simple fact is a lot of people were dissatisfied how he handled the pandemic. Now, when it came to the aspect of Joe Biden, people were also dissatisfied, because remember, Kamala Harris was under the Joe Biden administration. They was team. They was dissatisfied with both of them on how they was running the country. Things promises that was pretty much was talked about didn't come through. A lot of people, you saw the economy was the worst time as it ever been under the Biden and Kamala Harris administration. So people just got tired of him. Same thing like Donald Trump. People just got tired of him, and people were like, hey, Kamala Harris wasn't the best fit for president. Everybody knew that. If you ask everybody that was on Joe Biden, they would tell you Kamala Harris was not the best choice for president. Period. Nobody wanted her to see her in office. So that's why she was able to lose all these states. Now, if it was someone else going for against Donald Trump, then it would have been a different story. But just Kamala Harris herself, nah. That's just what happened. People just got tired of the Biden and Kamala Harris administration. Go ahead, Hakeem.
So, Rosie O'Donnell, for her to be so smart, she's so dumb. And she need to just, I don't know if she read the statistics, because I sure enough did. Kamala did not appease to white American men and Hispanic men and men in general in America. The numbers prove for himself. Large majority of Hispanic men voted and white American men voted. Yes,
That's also true. Yes.
you see what I'm saying? She had captivated women, but it wasn't enough. So the thing about it is, when you need to question and blame the swing states, you're talking about men who feel like they didn't see her as fit to run the country. And this is why I hate a lot of you women who was ostracizing black men. You say black men, 82% voted for Kamala. 82%, and they said that still wasn't enough. We needed 100%. But this is why I say Rosie O'Donnell need to go back, sit down, and think about this stuff. And you might think you want to run this, but you also got to remember there's other people involved in voting.
I want to say this real quick. That 700 of black men voted. If John Sosa the one, we still would have got blamed.
Basically,
I say that. But I was talking about this earlier about how people who's on an extreme right and extreme left, and I put Rosie O'Donnell as being the extreme. I'm glad I'm here. With the fellas. That's not extreme right or left. We have basically our opinions about politics and everything, and go for there and everything. But when it comes to Rosie O'Donnell and other people who's are in the extreme left and everything, when a president like Donald Trump, who got voted again for the second time, they think the world is the world's going to end. Everybody's going to be back to go back to segregation and everything, and we're going to go back to Jim Crow era and everything. And to me, when you think like that, you think deeply with your emotions and everything, and to me, it's like it's just something. To me, I feel like you have like a small mental illness and everything. But to be an American and everything, there's going to be some pros and cons, some agreements and bad agreements about for the Democrat Party or the Republican Party and everything, and that's okay and everything. But when it comes to people going to the extreme, like for instance, since Elon Musk, he's hit Donald Trump. A lot of people are either trying to destroy Tesla buildings and also are trying to key and destroy Tesla cars and everything because Elon Musk be with Donald Trump and everything. So, yeah, man, it's for like just being older and everything to see how people be so extreme right or left. I feel like sometimes they got a mental illness or something like that because you don't need to do all that. Just to me, just gotta be prepared. If that person's in office, just be prepared for the next 4 years of what you need to do. Point blank, simple. If you want to move out the country, Rosie, that's fine. But me, I'm gonna be prepared.
No, but people fail to realize when it comes to aspect Kamala Harris, a lot of people say she says not fit for president. That was even her own party said she wasn't fit for president. Her own party. So what did that tell you? She was not supposed to be in there. They only put there because they didn't have nobody to put her into office. They didn't have anybody to compete with Donald Trump because I think everybody knew hands down Donald Trump was going to win the election. They knew it. Especially remember Donald Trump almost got assassinated. That put him on the top. As soon as he almost got assassinated, I already knew Donald Trump was going to win the election. Whether black people voted for him or not, he was going to win it. Trust me on that. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this fresh start Monday. Last topic on today's show. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, let's get into the Breakfast Club. Let's talk about Lauren LaRosa. So it broke news today that Lauren LaRosa, the senior news producer, is going to have her own show, her little podcast. And it's called The Latest with Lauren LaRosa. So, it just kind of fun, after the tension at Breakfast Club with her and just hilarious. The next week, she has her own podcast show, which is kind of funny. But hey, it is what it is. Congrats to her, though. Well deserved. Been in the business for a long time. But go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take?
Now, when it comes to the aspect of Lauren LaRosa, everybody already know her. She pretty much featured on the Breakfast Club, and she was also, used to work for TMZ as well. Her new launch of her new podcast, which is The Latest, will be featuring celebrities interviews, uh, entertainment news, and also culture discussion that we already know. Pretty much same format like the Breakfast Club. So I think the Breakfast Club is pretty much they not together, but I think they pushing them forward. So I think they also sponsor her show as well because she's part of the Breakfast Club. Now a lot of people are speculating that the whole situation between her and Jess Hilarious was pretty much rumored that all of it was just made up just so they could promote her new show, which is the latest. Now, if you ask me, I think it's going to be a phenomenal show because you see, even when she's on the Breakfast Club, she comes in with that energy, comes in with that fire. I know I'm gonna tune in when it first launched because I like how she do things when she break down entertainment news and other things in the aspect. She comes in with that fire, but Jess Hilarious. Let's keep it real now. Jess Hilarious does got her own podcast as well.
Yep.
Charlamagne the God got his own podcast as well, and also I'm not sure DJ Envy have his own podcast as well. I'm not sure, but anybody that is signed to the Breakfast Club end up getting their own podcast. That's how they doing things now. If you're in a big major podcast, they really much want you to do your own thing. Like Stephen A. Smith, they want you to go ahead and have your own podcast. But this is a good move for her, and I think a lot of people will be tuning in. Congratulations to her. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
La Rosa. She already was winning. This was just a power play. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think she has the education. She speaks well for herself. I know she's gonna surpass Jess Hilarious. I think Jess Hilarious is a hack. No disrespect for her. I think a fluke. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? She even admitted to it. And to be honest with you, I give her credit coming out of Baltimore, succeeding what he is, but it takes just more than just pure talent. You gotta have other things to get you to where you got to go.
Yeah, absolutely, I King. So yeah, congratulations to Lola Russo. She well deserved and everything. She's definitely coming out having a coming out party. When she started the Breakfast Club when Jess Hilarious was on paternity leave, and she shined, and people liked her. The audience liked her and everything. So she's building on that. Now she's having her own podcast and everything. I think this, like I said, this is an interesting time, but also the right time for her to do what she does, do what she's doing and everything. So I think Lola Russo, she keep doing her thing. She's gonna be one of the top powerhouses when it comes to entertainment media. So we want to see more Lola Rosa. So shout out to her. She's winning. She is winning.
Yes, she is. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to White High, who is also in the building. Thank you so much for Big Dog for tuning in. Thank you so much. Shout out to all the new subscribers as well. Shout out to the lovely Mimi, co-host of the Shay Shay Avenger, who also was in the building. Guys, make sure you don't go anywhere. Go right into that. It's going to lead you guys right over to the Shay Shay Avenger. They got a lot of whipped up topic ready to go, so you won't miss out. Shout out to Joshua, who also was in the building. Thank you so much, Big Dog. And also shout out to Rand Wick was also in the building as well. A new
Shout out to
subscriber.
him. Mm-hmm.
And I shout out to also Luke, a new subscriber over there holding it down over there on the Twitch world. Shout out to you guys on Twitch, always tuning in every time we go live. Shout out to those also watching on Instagram. Shout out to Shay Shay. Hey, Shay Shay is also in the building. Also the Classy with Sis was also in the building. Also Mickey Mouse 81 was also in the building as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to the 10 people who are also watching us on Rumble. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate it. X, thank you guys as well. Facebook, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Shout out to Bobby. I always get shout out to Bobby because Bobby actually go back and watch the replay. But shout out to Bobby for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate it. And also, Sherry. We haven't seen Sherry in the comment, but she been watching. But shout out to Sherry and her lovely son Sky. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Cause it's spring break right now. A lot of people are traveling with their children. But shout out to that. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio description in the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio store, where we have the KL Culture Radio hats, the t-shirt, the coffee mug, you name it, anything you need from the KL Culture Radio merch will be in the store, and also is also pinned on top of the chat. So guys, make sure you go and check it out. Hakeem is also working on new gears, so be on the lookout for that. The jackets, I tell you guys, the jackets, I don't know, it always take a long time. But be on the lookout for the jackets and other news things. It's gonna be dope, 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 dope. Not only that, but guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio community tab in the community tab. Well, Hakeem, you can put me on the big screen. Well, you can find Prince Hakeem's album. Guys, I finally got the album. You see me? I finally got the
Yeah,
album. I got the album, and it's signed. I made sure he signed it. So,
he
guys,
pulled
go
up on
ahead, get your guys a copy of the album. And not only that, but we also have the cover of the album is in the community tab, and also in the community tab too. There's a QR code where you could go click on it, and it take you guys straight over to the album. So you go ahead and purchase it or also listen to it. But me and Jordan, we got our own official copy of the album, so we are excited about that. Hakeem gonna be the richest guy on the planet. So guys, make sure you go ahead and cop the album. Hakeem is beautiful, big dog. Beautiful. Beautiful made album, bro. You can tell you and Kareem Stevie. Shout out to you guys. Y'all did a tremendous job on this album. This album is truly amazing. So guys, go ahead, cop the album. It's in the community tab, so go check it out. And also Prince Hakeem book, Black Love. Go ahead, support the artist. Support the artist. He doing his thing, and his new book is about to get ready to drop as well.
Yep.
Hakeem is on fire.
We trying to get it, man.
So guys, be on the lookout for that. Hakeem is a workhorse. I thought I work and me and Jordan work. No, Hakeem works. So guys, make sure you go ahead and cop that. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting the platform, which I do, with the like button, listening to us, showing us love and support. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Y'all making Chaos Culture Radio the biggest thing on the planet. That being said, thank you for tuning to Chaos Culture Radio. We over in